without further ado, I wanted to bring up this. So a Golang developer salary can go anywhere between $111,000, $977 to $238,000 per year. And this is like a modest number between the two of these. It just depends the depth of what you go. But like the lowest thing you can make is like $93,402 per year, and that's like the web front end for Go. Okay, so as you see, we're looking at this whole computer lessons 1 through 10. We've got 4 more left, okay? So what we're going to be learning about today is we're going to be learning about how to copy files in a terminal. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a terminal. Okay, we're going to do clear ls. Okay, we're going to do, I know everybody wants to criticize me, but I love my Nano editor. So I'm just going to call it Nano copy file dot go. Okay, now first thing is we need a package main. Okay, all right, once you do a package main, you've got to import a few libraries. The first library is the IO library. That's the actual like operations of a system. Then you need like your standard formatter. And then finally you need the OS features of the system. So OS. Okay? We're gonna close that. Then we need to create a function in main. And that function, starting the program now. Bloop. Now remember, that always starts the program or it's about to go down. One or the other. So, yeah, you basically put that and you say open files R and W. Okay. Or if it gets an error and it's from the os.open segment, right? And the file name is called input.txt. Let me put some quotations around that. Okay. Then it's going to do like this. If an error does not equal nil, then panic. Okay, this makes it so that if your code does something, it can stop and do something pretty dope, like throw a what they call an exception. Exception is like it gives you an opportunity to fix your code before it goes berserk. So like you basically had a program, you bought fireworks at, you bought one particular firework, you don't really like it, you try to take it back, but they ask you for a driver's license, you forget the driver's license, and now you're pretty much screwed. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's wise to have a panic so that you can have a fix ready to come in, so that if you forgot your wallet or your driver's license, luckily you have your phone with you, which allows you to have like some kind of type character where you can easily just have it fixed. And that's how you would fix it, like with a panic. It's the same thing in real life. That was what a panic button would do. It would have a plan for what you're supposed to do next. To follow me? Okay, so anyways, W comma, and then we're gonna do ERR, and then we're gonna do semicolon equals OS dot create, and this one's gonna be called, you guessed it, get ready. How about we do it output dot text. Okay, now I want to give you a second to type all that out, check and make sure all your writing is good, don't leave anything for errors. A couple seconds. Okay, I hope you caught up. I hope everything looks good. All right, now next line, if the error does not equal basically nil, meaning like a value, have something, okay, then it's going to panic. Let me type this. It's going to panic, right, with that error. And then we got to close that program because we don't want it bleeding into everything else. Do you follow? Okay. So let's see. Now we got to go here and we're going to say defer W dot close. Now what we're doing, we're closing these files because if you keep them open, you're just going to be collecting a whole bunch of garbage. And the last thing you want to do is have a whole bunch of garbage, and like, how are you going to have any file space left for anything else? So it's just smarter to just close the programs or the files after you finish with each one of them. So now we're going to do the operations. File operations. Okay? So we're going to go here. We're going to go in. Okay? Error. Find this little equals. Okay? And we're going to say IO period copy. Now you see that says IO right there? We're literally borrowing someone else's program. If you was in Java, this would be basically us extending or reusing the IO program right there. But for the most part, we're just gonna leave it like this. I don't want to like have you not know what it's about, but it's good for you to know, because if someone says they need you to extend the library, which we'll get into later on about extending, then that's how you would extend it. Okay, so let me go right here, then we go W, and then to R, right, the write and the read. Okay, then we're gonna go over here, we're gonna do an error, and if it says it does not equal nil, we're gonna close it. Okay, now we got it closed. You gotta look at what it's gonna do. It's gonna basically write those two files. Okay. Let's see. It says close. And, W close and panic. Actual work. And then I'm gonna put this here. I'm sorry, people. It's kind of late. It's like 11:41 p.m. Doing this, but I really want to do this for us. A lot of people depending on this, these lessons, y'all. I mean, you might be thinking you're getting them free, but literally, I help the homeless on the weekends and the people who are needy, and they rely on this code. So I got to make sure that it's 100%, because when you're in a library and you have limited time at the library, whew, you know what I mean? You gotta have your stuff together. Okay. Oh. Okay. User exit status. File. OS. So we gotta make a touch input dot text or nano is input dot text. Okay, and we're gonna call it so. There we go. Now, let's see, there's an output file text. Let's look. Oops. Yep, there's an output text. See it? It's right here. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and cat output, and there it is. Go, go, with a whole bunch of words and stuff. That's about it. How to copy files from one location to another in Golang.